Hey everybody, it's Cory. Again, I have no idea what live app I used to use, and I can't find it on the App Store anymore. And I still seem to have misplaced my robot arm that Rachel got me. So um, I'm looking all over for it. I don't see it. I thought maybe I would have stuffed it in one of these cabinets over here, since I haven't packed it yet because I'm eventually moving, but I'm pretty sure that I have not packed said arm. So wherever it is, I can't find it. Anyway, so for those of you who actually follow me and you get reminders from YouTube, you probably are able to watch this live. For the rest of you, I don't know what to tell you, man. Subscribe and freaking see how it works. So anyway, I'm gonna set you guys up here on the edge. Let's see, phone will allow it. Maybe it won't. There we go. Alright, and of course this light is annoying. Alright, so this is Leroy Jenkins chicken. So those of you that are video game fans know Leroy likes chicken. So anyway, what I did is I got my egg. It's all whipped up right here. Nice yolky slimy egg. I took some ghetto breadcrumbs, and I put them on a plate. I put flour with salt and pepper. Dang it, man, I wish I really had my own. So that's my spiced flour. So you can just mix that with your hand up just real good. Mix it. And you just need a little bit. So I'm just making chicken for me and Camille. So there's only 2 people eating, so I don't need a whole lot. But you know, you can mix this according to however you want. And then I have my breadcrumbs on a plate. So yeah, normally if I have the big arm, you guys would be up here and be able to see. I have no idea where my arm went. And because this stupid new app focuses on whatever it feels like, it goes in and out of focus, which is annoying. You want to lubricate your pan. The pan. Got a little lube on there. Alright. So I'm cooking this chicken from frozen. And so one of the things you need to know when you're cooking frozen chicken is, one, you need to cook it longer. Number 2, don't cook bone-in chicken from frozen, as me and Camille learned last week. That is bad, because usually what happens is no matter how long you cook it, the crap by the bone is still frozen, and you're either going to have really super dry chicken if you cook it till it's done, or your chicken is going to be raw in the middle and make you sick, which did happen to me. Camille didn't eat hers, I ate mine, and I was sick. So don't do that, it's bad. Anyway, so you want to dry the chicken. So I just rinsed it off with some water to get the ice crystals off, because these are frozen. And I just rinsed it off to get the ice off of it, and then to dry it with a paper towel, because what we're going to do is first you got to dredge it in the egg, in the raw egg here, right? And it's better when they're raw because they're a little bit slimy and wriggly, so then they are a little easier to use. Alright, so then you're going to take it into flour, and you're going to take your dry hand, not your wet goopy hand, and you're going to sprinkle the flour over the chicken. Chicky. Sprinkle in the flour, and if I didn't have chicken and stuff on my hands, you'd probably be able to see this better. I really need to find that arm and where it went. I have no idea. Alright, so anyway, once you get some flour established on your hand and the flour is on the chicken, you can kind of roll it over a few times, and you can really get that flour all up on there to sticky and sticking. Now the reason you dry it is because you don't want the water on there. You want it to stick to the chicken, and if you have water in there, it's just going to melt, or the ice crystals and stuff will melt. Alright, so you want to get the flour all up in the cracks. You want it all in there. Alright, so you pound it in and rub it a little bit. So this is what it looks like, right? It's all rubbed in, it's in the cracks. Now, second dip. Dip it back into the flour again. Blah, 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 blah. And you get some more egg yolk all over it. Or egg, I said flour. I know I did. So, sue me, I said the wrong thing. Alright, so we're going to get it all slimy in the egg again, right? All slimy up in that egg. Alright, and because it's frozen, it's a pain in the butt to deal with, but anyway. Alright, so there we go. It's all slimy with egg again. Now we're going to take that same piece of chicken, and now we're going to throw the breadcrumbs all over it. Breadcrumby. And again, just like with the flour, once you've established, you know, that your fingers are a little bit dry and that the chicken's got some crumbs on it, and it gets nice and crunchy, then you can do that. See? Bam! Now it's nice, and you can put that on your greased sheet All right, your hands are already goopy and slimy, so just go ahead with that goopy sliminess. You're gonna dry your second piece of chicken. And eat this for however many pieces of chicken you got. Again, you want to have it dry when you dip it in the egg the first time, and then the flour obviously makes it dry when you dip it in the second time. So, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna move that around, move it around in there. Get that egg yolk all up on there, all up in there, in the cracks and everything. All right, and then we're gonna take this hand and we're gonna start fluffing some flour on there. Oh yeah, I got flour all over the place here. Alrighty, man. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, we're getting all the flour all up in those cracks. Alright. Now the reason you do it twice, this is also good if you're going to fry it in a pan, chicken fried in a pan that way. Now I would not fry frozen chicken in a pan. It don't work out. Trust me. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Alright, I'm going to take this here. Alright, so I got my chicken. It's all good. And now I'm going to rub as much of this into the egg juice as I can. I'm going to get the egg juice all up and on that chicken and all the cracks. Now again, it's better when it's slimy chicken, because if it's already defrosted, you can like get it down in the batter. You're not, or in the egg. You're not trying to bend a frozen piece of chicken in unnatural ways to get it in there. All right, now we take our breadcrumbs and we breadcrumb it all up. Breadcrummies, breadcrummies, breadcrummies. All right. And you know, about a couple breadcrumbs, maybe a little more for 2 pieces is plenty enough. I mean, you really should not need that much breadcrumbs. You can always put more and throw it away, but I don't like to be wasteful if I can help it. So, and you just keep sprinkling with the dry hand, or the driest hand that you have. Some people like to have fried chicken, so you can do this twice if you're frying it. But anyway, so there's your chickens, and now as soon as I rinse my hands, I'll show you. Because right now all you're going to see is my goopy hands, and I don't want to get goop on my phone. Alright, now I call it Leroy chicken. I don't really know what kind of chicken Leroy likes. I don't know if he was eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, Popeye's chicken, Bojangles chicken. I don't know what kind of chicken he was having that night when he made his famous video clip. But all I know is at the end he says, "At least I got chicken." I'm not a World of Warcraft player nor fan, so I used to play back in the old days when it was the little orcs went when you clicked on them and you had like Wizard Eye eyeball, and now it's a RPG RTS thing, and I don't necessarily like it. Oh, rotate your device. Oh, sorry. Okay. So there. Whoa. Okay, there we go. There's your chicken in the pan, breaded and nice and ready to go. Now my oven, I took a temperature gauge and I checked it, and my oven sucks right now. So I have it at 380. You should normally do it at 375, but I know that my oven doesn't cook properly at 375, so I do it at 380. Anyway. So I'm going to pop these in there for 45 minutes because 45 minutes I'll check them. If they're not done, I'll put them in for another 10. But that's what you want to do if they're frozen. Like I said, to make sure that they come out crunchy and not slimy, you want to make sure that you dry the chicken before you do anything. Rinse the ice crystals off and dry it, and your chicken will come out much better. Anyway, that is my idea of what Leroy's chicken is. I really hate this app, and I wish somebody out there could please tell me the old app that I used and get me back on it, because I'm a retard, and when I got rid of my old phone and I didn't upgrade my apps, I have no clue what app it was that I used to stream with. Anyway, thanks.